Hello my friends, it's me, Militant Ginger, and it's Friday the 13th of July 2018, and today is a very special video that I'm really excited to make. It's a video in which I drink beer, and if you've watched any of my other videos you'll know that that's not necessarily something that sounds singularly unique, but this is a very special bottle of beer. So, in January of this year, at the end of January, I got blindsided. I was working in New York, and then situations arose that I hadn't expected, and I ended up not working in New York, and it was really tough because it was such an interesting thing to have like gone so far with all my own individual schemes, and then said, you know what? I'll head back into the hustle and grind, and then just have it all suddenly veer off course in such a dramatic way. It was a very, very shocking and surprising thing to happen, and it really blindsided me. And I remember I came home that day from the train, and I walked into my house, and my buddy Brandon, who I make my Adult Beverages videos with, all those Adult Beverages videos are all him, but that I make those with him. He was waiting for me, and he bought me a plethora of alcohol because he knows the way to my heart. And Bran, being a bit of a puntacular guy, he'd said, you know, when life kicks you in the pills, and he got like a 6-pack of pills, you just need to relax. And he had a bottle of wine that was like relaxed Pinot Grigio. And then he said, you know, the way forward is, and he gave me this bottle of beer to go rogue. And the rest of the alcohol I drank, but this, for some reason, it's funny, we actually have a beer tasting video where we drink this, and it's not spectacular, but this bottle of beer spoke to me, and it was like, you know what, go rogue. You know, I will save this until I feel that I have made it going rogue. And it's funny, my wife immediately said to me, you do realise beer's only good for like 6 months. It's funny, it's almost a little short of 6 months to the day that happened. Here we are. My writing and stuff, I've been working really, really spectacularly hard at it. It has been a really, really intense 6 months, because I've been like hustling and grinding to get the bills paid, getting up at 2 o'clock in the morning, going to bed at midnight, just a never ever ceasing grind, and it's been really educational because I started off and I was like, yeah, I'll just work, grind, and you realize that that's not sustainable. And then after a while you sort of build these things up, and you realize that that success is as much about leaving things behind as it is moving things forward. And so my a review business that I built up over the course of the years, that was, you know, a really well respected, successful business, I sold that because that was taking a lot of time and it wasn't what I wanted to do. I wanted to be a writer, I wanted to write, I wanted to write. And yesterday I looked at my book sales, and I'd made it. I'd gone rogue for one day at least. I had made enough book sales that you know, if every day was like that, I wouldn't just be surviving, I'd be thriving. You know, I wouldn't just be paying bills, I'd be paying off my house. It was one day where I got a taste of what it would be like to be really successful at the thing I have wanted to do since I was a kid more than anything else. And what was really interesting is, it wasn't the first day that I've ever made that much money selling books, but it was the first day I'd ever made that much money selling books in a way that's sustainable, in a way that's repeatable, in a way that I know I could keep that level up. if I did the same thing again. And I've done videos before about how at the end of the day you reach a certain stage where success is, it's not a question of luck, it's not a question of hard work, it's a question of knowing what to do and taking those steps to do it. It's another thing that I heard recently is, you know, if it's your purpose, you can't fuck it up, as long as you do what needs to be done. And it just happened that I finally did what needs to be done, and it worked. I couldn't fuck it up. I did what needs to be done, and it delivered exactly as I knew it was supposed to. And it was weird. It was kind of an amazing thing. I don't know if you have ever read any of the books like Law of Attraction and things like this. It's one quote, I can't quite remember it, where they say that you will work your, okay, I'm completely paraphrasing, this saying doesn't sound anything like this, but it says you'll work your ass off and grind and hustle and just like feel like you are beating your fists against a brick wall until they bleed, and then one day suddenly everything will come right and all the abundance you have been seeking will come pouring in, so much so that you're like wondering where it's been your whole life. And I don't know, yesterday for a day, that's how I felt. And you know, today if you look at my book sales, I'm already way ahead of where I was yesterday, and who knows where that's going to be. And I've got another book nearly completed that's just fantastic, more book ideas in the head. I can do this. I can do this. This can be my life. I mean, imagine that. Imagine being more successful than you ever were in anything you'd ever done before, in the thing that you would have done for free anyway, because it is such a passion of yours. It's amazing. It's a revelation. It's too good to be true. And you know what? It is too good to be true right now, because I've got a lot of other things that I'm going to be doing first. But I wanted to take some time to take the Adult Beverages bottle opener, pop open the bottle of Goin Rogue. Look at that. It's Bran. I want to thank you. 6 months ago, said, when life kicks you in the pills, you've got to go rogue. I am going rogue. For one day at least, it paid off. And who knows how much longer it will pay off for. It will pay off forever. Maybe it'll stop paying off tomorrow. Who knows? But for one day, for one beer, it happened. It worked. And now the challenge is to make it happen again. And again. And again. Because at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. At the end of the day, we all know what it is we want to do. And we all know the steps we need to take to get there. And it's a question of taking them. And I took them. And it took me to that place. Let's just see if I can keep taking them. Cheers, everybody. Follow your dreams. Go rogue. Let's get it done.